this class, we're going to talk about what you should post to attract the right followers. And this is your ultimate chance to attract the followers that will buy from you. In this video, you're going to understand why you're not achieving that result, why you don't know what to post, why you are struggling, and we're going to go into the root of this problem. We're not going to discuss what other people have been discussing. I'm not going to give you a template. You're going to understand how you're going to get better doing this simple step that I'm going to give to you. This is so complete. Even if you buy an online course, you're not going to find this kind of information that I'm going to give you right now. Okay? So the most common mistake that people do when they are trying to produce a content is not knowing their ideal follower, their ideal client. So in this class, we're going to discuss that. In this class, we're going to break that down. We're going to eliminate your doubts, and you're going to start producing a content that engage, that people comment, that people share, that people save, that you're going to attract more followers because you're going to understand what exactly you have to do. All right, so who am I? My name is Manuela Martinez. I'm a marketing strategist, and I have been working behind the scenes of very, very big players in the market. These players are achieving now 7 figures, multiple 6 figures, selling online courses in the market. So I'm a launch strategist. I'm specialized in that, and my strategy is basically on Instagram. So I teach people how to launch using Instagram, using social media. Of course, we use other resources, like right now I'm using YouTube, but you will understand through Instagram and then apply this to other ways as well. So what is launch? The goal of launch is to live off your online business. So this is our goal. We want to start selling what we love. We want to start selling our knowledge, our skills, and we want to start working online. So we will be able to work from anywhere. We will be able to leave a legacy behind. We will be able to earn a lot of money in the process and to help a lot of people too. So a launch is an event that we create to sell our product. So it's different from evergreen. Evergreen, you create a funnel, and this funnel leads to a page where you have your video there, a sales video, and in this video you sell. So in a launch, the difference is you're gonna create a desire, and this desire will lead people that have a problem and you that have the solution. So you're going to deliver this solution there to create more and more connection with your followers, connection with these people that are there watching you, and consequently you are going to have more results. You're going to have a peak of sales. While in evergreen you have some sales every day, or you even don't have many, in here you're gonna have a peak of sales. As an example, we had a client, he was selling 10,000, 15,000 every month, and then we started launching his courses. So we started doing the launch methodology, the launch academy methodology, and now he's reaching 7 figures, multiple 6 figures in a launch. And a launch will also help your evergreen. All right, so one thing that I want you to understand, it's normal to start with 0 sales. It's normal to start with 0 followers. All of us start in the same way. Okay, if you see a big player, he might not tell you, he might not share with you, but he started with 0 sales, 0 followers, zero everything. So if you learn how to ride this bike, if you understand the process, if you understand the method, then you're gonna start having more and more results. This is a training, so you have to practice, okay? But this is the adult life. This is not Alice in the Wonderland. So I'm not here to tell you it's easy to become a millionaire. I'm not here to tell you that you're gonna have results just doing this with your hands. I'm not here to create an illusion in your head. But if you are here because you wanna put in things into practice, if you are here because you actually want to learn, if you are here because you are a grown up and you want to understand how to build your online business, then you are in the right way. Okay? Today we're gonna talk about persona, avatar, the person on the other side, your ideal client. And this is the mistake that you do when you're trying to post. You go in on Instagram and you trying to find people that will tell you what to post. But if you don't understand who the other person is, so the person you're trying to sell, your ideal client is, you're not going to produce attractive posts. You're not going to produce attractive videos. You're not going to sell. All right. So rule number 1, when you talk to everybody, you talk to nobody. Stick this in your head. So when you're trying to create a post, to create a content, and you're talking to everybody, you're not going to talk to anybody because no one will create this deep connection with you. And our goal here is to make our clients think, wow, this person is literally inside my head. I'm feeling that. I can feel that. This is actually my problem. This is actually what I've been through, what's going on in my life. This is actually what I need. Okay, so signs that you are talking to everybody. Your ads are too expensive. You are attracting competitors. So instead of attracting clients, let's say you are a life coach, you suddenly see lots of life coaches following you because you're not adapting your language. You might be using a very technical language, a language that only other life coaches understand, not your ideal client. You don't know what to post, so you're always struggling with which type of content should I do, what headline should I use, so you're always struggling. Your content is not engaging, so no one sees you. You feel like a ghost, you feel like a cloud. Like, I'm here, I'm doing all of this and it's not working. You feel like you want to give up. You lose your creativity, all because you don't know who your target is. When we talk about avatar in other courses that you've seen outside, you're going to think, oh, where they live, if they are a female or male, their gender, if how old are they. This is extremely superficial, so we are gonna go deeper here. You're actually gonna understand what you need to do. All right, so this is the chance right now, and we have to start with your niche. So a niche is a place in the market, so it's a piece in the market that you're gonna start selling to. So you're gonna choose your niche, and I'm gonna give you an example of a super niche versus an undefined niche. So Instagram for online entrepreneurs. This is a very broad niche. Everyone can be an entrepreneur. So for example, a physical business owner, I can be an entrepreneur, like everyone. So if you're talking about Instagram for online entrepreneurs, the chances are you're gonna be talking to no one. Okay, now look at this one: nutritionist for women with polycystic ovary. When we see this, we can make assumptions. So pay attention in this. We're not gonna imagine who our ideal client is. We're not gonna take this from our head. We're gonna make assumptions. So what is these assumptions that we can make here? First of all, what is the gender of this niche? They are women's, right? Second, do they have any problems? Yes, they have polycystic ovary. So it's very specific. Okay, so if we think about these people, how old they might be? Oh, normally they have to be around 18 up to 40. That's when people stop menstruating, right? So you need to understand, you can make this assumption here. You can assume that they are between 20 and 40 years old. Because they have this syndrome, they have this difficulty in losing weight. But it's not just any difficulty. It's not because they are procrastinating. It's because they have one particular element, one particular problem in their body. So they have this specific type of nutrition that they need to have here. All right, what else can we assume here? That they have been struggling. So they are struggling. What else? They are not finding people. They are not finding other nutritionists that know exactly what they have been going on. if we research about polycystic ovary, we are going to understand other symptoms that they might have. I don't know what those symptoms are, but if we go on Google, we will be able to understand. Another type of super niche, so photography for newborns. Or even we can say how to make money or how to grow your business with photography for newborns. So what can we assume here? We can assume that this person is a photographer. We can assume that this person wants to become an entrepreneur. We can assume that this person is good with babies. So they have this ability. What else we can assume here? We might even assume that this person is a mother or maybe a father. Okay, can you see that we can make lots of assumptions in here about this niche? However, let's put a very broad niche, life coach. What can we assume here? Is this a man, a woman? How old are they? What are their problems? So it's extremely vague. When you try to go in the market with a very broad niche, you're gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle to produce content. So instead of saying you're a life coach, you can say, I help couples to improve their communication and reconnect with each other. So when we see this, what can we assume here? We are talking about marriage people, right? We are talking about couples with communication issue. We are talking about couples that might be considering a divorce. We are talking about couples that lost their connection, that lost their passion, that fight. So can you see that we can make a lot of assumptions here? And based on these assumptions, what is this thing telling us? Telling the problem. So my problem is I'm not connecting with my partner. My problem is I'm fighting too much. I can't communicate. I can't express my feelings. My marriage is ending. This is a huge problem. So the marriage is ending if I don't do anything. So when I produce a content, when I start producing a content, I can make lots of assumptions in my mind because I have a very specific niche. If I take a niche, Instagram for online entrepreneurs. What is this telling us? What type of Instagram? Instagram for what? To attract clients, to buy from your e-commerce, to lead people to your physical business, to help you record videos. So what am I talking here? Can you see that when you define a super niche, you're actually making your life easier? And the thing is, when you're starting, you need authority. You need people to perceive you as someone that knows what you're talking about. And it's way easier to do that with a super niche. So if you are a nutritionist, instead of going into the market saying, oh, a challenge to lose weight, think about a group of people that you want to help. So I'm gonna help depressed women to lose weight because it's another thing. I'm gonna help people to lose weight in a spiritual way. What is this that you're gonna do? How you're gonna make assumptions? This is extremely important about your niche. Okay, moving forward here. To understand our niche, we need to start doing a research. So we need to understand here what people are complaining about. So to make something attractable, to make a post that will engage, that will be attractable, we need to understand what is the core of the problem. Because if we give them tips of something they are not interested. So for example, if I come here and I'm talking about marriage people and then suddenly I give a tip on how to be single, it's not going to be attractive. Okay, so you need to understand what are the main complaints. So how you're gonna do that? You're gonna go to online, so pay attention, it's not physical, it's online groups. For example, Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram, forums on, Yahoo or something. So you're gonna do that to start researching, to start paying attention, hearing what other people are telling you, what are their needs. And then simple as that, you can also make a research in your stories. So asking people a couple of questions. So what is the main issue that you have in your marriage today? When you think about losing weight, what is holding you back? What is your main challenge? What is your main challenge with your newborn? And then they are gonna start talking to you. Okay, so let's say you don't have anyone in your Instagram, go to this online group. So if you're talking about photography, join a photography group and have a look in what other people are telling you. I have this difficulty, I have this difficulty. And then all you have to do is to produce posts that will give them the solution. Then you're gonna start having more engagement, selling more, attracting people that will talk to you. This is how you're gonna do this. And the reality is, when we are not having the results we want, it means we are not interesting. And that's the reality. So we have to become interesting people to start selling online. And now we are gonna analyze this phrase here from Blair Warren. Okay, this is the core, this is the center. This will give you ideas for posts as well. So it will give you ideas when you're talking to your ideal client. People will do anything for those who encourage their dreams, justify their failures, ally their fears, confirm their suspicions, and help them throw rocks at their enemies. We're gonna break this down, okay? So you can understand exactly what you have to talk about here. So encourage their dreams. When we talk about encourage dreams, we're talking about the visceral desire of your ideal client. What are their ultimate dreams? And the mistake here that people make is asking people when they're building a research, what is your dream? No one knows. So instead of asking your dream, what is your goal with blah, blah, blah? Why do you want to improve your relationship? Because I love my partner. Why do you want to improve your communication? Because I'm tired of fighting, because I want to love my partner again. To encourage that, you should create content that will make them visualize this reality, show them it's possible, tell them to go further, explore their feelings, and share your story. So being nice, attentive, empathic. So this is what you have to do when you're talking about encouraging dreams. If you take this phrase here, people will do anything for those who encourage their dreams, justify their failures, ally their fears, confirm their suspicions, and help them throw rocks at their enemies. This is everything you need to start producing your content, okay? Second one, justify your failures. Here, we need empathy. People make mistakes. Let me put this a little bit. Okay. People make mistakes. They feel like they are not good enough. They feel discouraged. They lose faith in themselves. So your job and my job is to connect with them through the imperfections. So it's saying to people, it's normal to feel that way. Saying to people, I've been there. The 5 things I wish I knew before ending up my last marriage. So you're connecting to people, you're telling them, this is what I wish I knew, and that's why I'm telling you. So you're justifying their failures. You know that day when you procrastinate, talk about that. The day when you eat a lot, the day when you cry. This shows your audience that this is part of their journey and you're gonna start connecting with them. So when we say, for example, justify their failures, how can we find out? Through asking what these failures are to them. So we're gonna ask them, what in your daily routine reminds you that your marriage is ending, or reminds you that you haven't achieved your financial freedom, reminds you that you are unhappy with your body, with your weight, with your appearance. So people will tell you, oh, when I go and I see myself in the mirror, when I wake up with my partner and suddenly we start fighting, when I go eat something and I think that I'm eating healthy and then I go there and I eat something else, when I'm gonna wear my bikinis. So instead of doing very technical posts, you just need to tell them, okay, so I've been there, like it was hard for me to wear bikinis too, but this is the first thing you need to do. This is how you can accept yourself, all right? Again, ally their fears. What are the fears of your ideal client? We all have many. So my ideal client is afraid of posting videos, afraid of not being good enough, afraid of charging for their services. So they tend to volunteer. They are afraid of talking to other people and being judged. So many other things here. Help them to overcome these fears. You can share your story, you can give them tips, acknowledge the existence of these fears and help them to navigate in this unknown or scary atmosphere. And then you're gonna say again, I have been there. And you're gonna say, let's talk about marriage again. You're gonna say, you know, when you are scared of telling your partner something nice because you might be scared that he will use against you. When you give that trust to him, he will break that trust. So I've been there and this is what we can do. This is what we can do together. So you are acknowledging their fears. You are acknowledging and creating something to help them with that and to understand their fears. You're gonna also ask them. So you're gonna also ask them when you want to talk to your partner, what is the feeling that comes to your mind? So why is it hard to express yourself? Oh, because I'm afraid he will do this and that. So ask people questions. Have a look in the groups of Facebook and Instagram and whatever. You can always, oh, I forgot to say here, you can always research on YouTube as well. So what people are commenting in other people's videos. Okay, so you can see what they are commenting, what are they asking. So these are things that people are not answering to them, and this is how you can start doing attractive posts. Because sometimes you're gonna do a post that is not, it's not the visceral need, problem, or desire or fear of your audience. And then the last one is to confirm their suspicions and help them to throw rocks at their enemies. This is powerful. This is the most powerful thing here. This is what we call the common enemy. The common enemy is the enemy that you have together with your audience. And politicians, all the groups, the tribes, everything that when you are in the school, for example, you have all different groups. They all have a common enemy, and that's what make them stay together. They might not share exactly the same thoughts and ideas, but they have one thing that they are gonna fight against. When we see the wars, for example, why people go to war? Because they have one common enemy that brings them together. So when you find the common enemy of your ideal client, between you and your ideal client, you're gonna start producing way more attractive posts. So for example, my common enemy is the 9 to 5 job, is being tired of putting your complying with life, is being tired of people trying to put you in boxes that you don't fit, is being tired of waking up and going into a routine that you don't feel this hum, that you don't feel this energy, this happiness. It's living a life without meaning, without passion. It's living a life like you are, stuck. Is living a life in scarcity. So this is the common enemy that I have with my clients, and this is what I have to explore, always stating this is my common enemy. So what is the common enemy of someone that of a nutritionist that is talking about losing weight without counting calories? The common enemy is the restrictive diets. The common enemy is not losing weight with changing the core, the base. The common enemy is the effect of losing and gaining weight. What is the common enemy of someone that is trying to help you to improve your marriage? The common enemy is that marriage is not ending. A marriage is not normal, as so many people talking about. It's not liquid. It's not something you just throw away so you can improve that. So we have a lot of common enemies that we can explore here. You just have to sit down and think about that. I have a client, she works helping mothers to improve their relationships with their autistic children, to help them make friends, to help their mothers to rest, to live in a more peaceful environment. So what is the common enemy? Her common enemy is the approach when people try to take your autistic child and put this autistic child in this main road where every other child is going, and then it's not working. Her common enemy are doctors, are psychologists, counselors that are trying to take your child and educate them. So she says this is wrong. Autism is a lifestyle, and it's strong. It really creates a gap from people that don't want to believe in this, that actually don't like this, and then we eliminate these people. That's good. And from people that actually, see this as an opportunity to make something different. So tell your clients that it's normal to disagree with this enemy. Tell them that they are not alone, that although many people tell them that they are crazy to perceive that goal, that objective that you're selling, he or she is not. And what is not working to your avatar? So what are the things that they don't believe? And to help you find this here, you can ask, what frustrated you in the past with other courses, therapies, blah, blah, blah. So here you're gonna put something related to your niche. When trying to solve the XXX issue. So what frustrated you in the past with other nutritionists, therapists, courses, medications, when you're trying to lose weight? So this is the question that you can ask your avatar. So I hope you guys like this video. It has a lot of content here. If you do your research right, if you go for a super niche, if you start seeing your ideal client and imagining every time you're gonna post that you're not just making a post, you're posting for someone else. This person has feelings, has ideas, has values, a common enemy. So once you master that, you're gonna start producing a way more engaging posts, and you're gonna start attracting followers that will become clients. So don't forget to subscribe in this channel, to give your like, to stay with me, because we have a lot of things to discuss in here.